What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the day after, basically. The day after the news broke that we're going to sign a player out of nowhere. Or actually, the player's name was out of nowhere. Maybe not signing... Signing a player was out of nowhere a couple of days ago. Like 2 or 3 days ago when we talked about Bonaventura and Pereira. Signing Alcaraz was out of the blue, basically. And it's a weird one. Nobody kind of knew him, if we're being completely honest. And the deal itself is structured in a very odd way. And in this video, we are going to try to, I don't know, dissect, come up with some theories why the deal is set at almost 50 million euros to buy him. There are a lot of rumors, a lot of, I don't know, stories about that. So that's what we're going to talk about. And it involves Sule, funnily enough. So that's what we're going to talk about. I know this week was supposed to be all Inter, and it is, because this is not going to change anything for Sunday. Sunday is massive, and I will preview that game myself with Anthony from the Inter Worldwide, with Alberto. All those things will come out. I will have a video out on, obviously, the breakdown of Inter's stat-wise, and a video on our midfield compared to their midfield, which is eye-opening if you're going to watch that. Also, I'm going to make a video on Alcaraz, because I don't know him that much. I've read up to him. It's not the same as actually watching him, but that's all we can do, I guess, now. But in this video, we're going to try to explain why the deal is that high at 50 million euros. So like the video, let's push to 80 likes. So the goal is 80 likes. Hit the like button and let's jump straight into it. So it's official. Like, the club made it official that Alcaraz will join the club on loan with an option. Now, I will read out the figures first. So it's a loan fee of 3.7 million euros. That can go up to, like, there are costs of 0.2 million euros. And it can reach a max of 1.9 million euros if certain objectives are being reached. So a simple loan fee, you might think. But then comes the big thing. The option to buy is set at 94.5 million euros. And Juve actually added that this can still go up if we sign him and we, I don't know, reach certain things. I'm assuming winning the league and all those things. The number can go up again. Now, when you hear these numbers, you're like, huh? They make 0 sense. Like, they make 0 sense for so many reasons. One, we probably do not have that money. That's why we are in the situation we're in. Two, we're not going to pay 50 million euros for a player we never heard about, basically. Like, Giuntoli might have scouted him, and he did. He wanted him at Napoli, but he went to Southampton. We're not going to do that. Like, we are not going to pay 50 million euros. So you might ask, then why is that deal set at 50 million euros? The club is just open. Like, it's just all about options. They want a player in, they got their player, and it's no obligation. It's quite of an expensive loan, I might say. Can I go up to 6 million euros almost? It is expensive. That's not cheap for 6 months. We did worse. Like, we loaned in the past, we paid more. But however, the money, 50 million euros, we're not going to pay that. Like, he can turn out to be Pogba. We're not going to pay 50 million euros for a player playing in the championship and actually wasn't playing in the championship this season. And that's not all on him, and I will do the video. That's how Southampton plays, apparently. If you read up to what some articles and what the fans are saying, the playing style, the way Southampton play, he doesn't suit that one bit. Was differently in the Premier League when he joined this season. He doesn't suit the playing style, and I will explain why in that video. However, we're not going to pay 50 million euros for him. And I know Sky Italia put out a story that, and this is even stranger than the 50 million euros. Apparently, his price can go up if he doesn't play, and it will go down if he plays a lot. Now, for us, it makes, I think, sense, I guess. I'm not sure. For Southampton, it doesn't really make sense. If he plays well and he plays more, surely Southampton wants more money. So I'm very confused with that deal. It's not in the official statement, obviously, but Mirko Di Natale made it very obvious. He said not forget about what Sky Italia is saying, that it can go up and down if we play. It's just they agreed this is the fee set. At the end of the season, we will sit down and we will talk it over. We will talk it over and we will see what's possible. Because how many games is he gonna play? I'm not so sure. I don't know how many games there are left still this season. I'm not gonna lie, 18 maybe with the Coppa Italia, not including the final. However, is Allegri gonna bench McKennie, or is McKennie gonna be the right winger? Is Cambiasso gonna be moved to the left hand side? What about Junior then? You know, is he not gonna play at all? Is he gonna come into midfield instead of McKennie? Like, there's so many question marks still. That even is he gonna play more or less? It will impact the deal. Doesn't really make sense. The only thing is that makes sense is Continentale said they agreed that we're gonna set a fee, and at the end of the season we will sit down and we will discuss that fee if needed. You know, both ways. Now, it remains strange because it's a player out of nowhere, and I think it was a statement from Giuntoli. I don't think he said to Allegri, "Screw you, I'm gonna call the shots." He just said, "I'm gonna call the shots and forget about the screw you." That's not what he said. He said, "I'm gonna call the shots. You know, I'm in control. Alcon put me in control." That's what we have been told, you know, consistently, that Giuntoli is in full control of the club. Basically, he needs to lead us to, I don't know, a better, brighter future, I guess. And this is just a Giuntoli statement, signing, because no way do I believe one bit that Allegri would have took Bonaventura, a player like Bonaventura, over him. I will bet anything on that. If you put him onto a liar detector test, he will be lying if he says I would prefer him over a Bonaventura or a Pereira for 6 months. So that's what makes it very intriguing. Will he play a lot? Are we going to see enough for him to make up our mind? You know, even if we don't pay 50 million and you negotiate the deal. And there's where Sule comes into play, because Giovanni Albanese put out that Southampton remains interested in Sule. Now, that could be an easy story link up. However, the Southampton links have been there all season long. They are fighting to go up to the Premier League. They have a chance to do it not via playoff, but just directly. So they have a shot. And that comes into play. Again, you sell or you move on Sule. You might say, oh, you sell him for 30 million. It's going to be more. Like, if you sell Sule, it's going to be more than this, you know, because he played at a higher level and showed it. However, even let's say you buy Alcaraz for 40 million from Southampton, but you sell Sule for 40 million. For the club, it is different. It's plus Valenza, and you can write Alcaraz off over, I don't know, let's say he signs a 5-year deal over 5 years, basically. But the Sule money on the books is clean. It's plus Valenza, and it's a lot of it. So that's how you need to look at it at this moment in time. You know, it's not oranges and oranges, basically. It's not 50 million in 50, like, it's going to be massive. And that's why I've always said I don't believe one bit that Sule is going to remain in the club. That doesn't mean we're going to sell Sule, and we're going to spend all the money on Alcaraz. That doesn't mean that. It's just another indication that I don't believe Sule is going to be here. Now, things can change if Allegri at the end of the season tells the club, I'm done, you know, it's time to walk. Things might change, but that's the direction I think this is heading, because that money, that 50 million euros makes 0 sense at this moment in time. It does, you know, unless anyone knows to make it make sense. Let me know in the comments, but as of now, it feels like just get the player in. We will see at the end of the season. You know, it's no obligation to buy, so we can do whatever we want. It's confusing a little bit also because it's kind of an unknown player. It comes out of nowhere, which is potentially good because that's what we've been asking for Giuntoli to do. And we got it. So now it's up to Allegri to, I guess, make it work, and up to Alcaraz to prove that, you know what, I can be a difference maker and I'm worth, I don't know, X amount of money. So it's going to be interesting. It's out of nowhere. It's new. It's exciting. It's confusing. It's whatever. But only time will tell how good he is and what he can offer and all those things. So that's that. Check out the video that I'm gonna make on him. Probably gonna drop tomorrow. So on Friday, I'm gonna drop that on Friday. Then today I will be live. Anyway, Friday I will also be live with Anthony. Then on Saturday, I will drop another video. I'm not sure which one, a preview and stat video, you'll see. But it's going to be all previewing Inter from now on. So thanks for watching. Like the video, and I'll see you guys tonight. Ciao.